All right, here's where I'm at on the LandCruiser today. It's July 25th, 2026. I've got the gas tank out. It's been out for a while, but I'm getting the gas out of it now. I've been pumping it into a separate gas can, and I'll try and get rid of it here sometime soon. I think I'm about halfway done getting the gas out of it. It's a plastic Cool Cruisers of Texas aftermarket gas tank. I wanted the plastic one because it sits underneath the passenger seat. It fits down in that hole. Passenger seat is right on top of it. I thought maybe the plastic one might be a little safer than a metal. I had a gas tank down there. Last week I got the roll bar and the top side panels out. The week before that I finished up getting out the wiring harness and the rear heater, the radiator heater. Normally I have all of my body panels that I've taken off stored in the back of the LandCruiser. I moved them outside today to be able to have a good place to stick the gas tank. It's been a hot summer in Southern Illinois, and today's another 90-degree day, super humid. I'm dripping wet, and that's just the way it rolls here. So let's go look at some of the things on the LandCruiser. You can see the rear portion of the tub. I've had this plastic pad down for years, and I'm going to have to pull it up, and I'm sure there's lots of welding to be done on the rear portion of the tub. Passenger seat or passenger area is not great. Probably going to need a new floor. Same thing on the driver's side. The driver's side, probably 10 years ago, was patched. Well, actually, before I bought the LandCruiser 15 years or so ago, it was patched, and whoever patched it put diamond plate in and riveted it to the body. I haven't really looked underneath. I just assume I'm going to have to take the whole thing out and weld in a new floorboard. The dash looks okay. I can't complain about the dash. The fenders are all right. They have some dents on them, and some small areas that are going to need to be replaced. The firewall looks good. There's some surface rust on the windshield area, but I don't really see anything really bad with that. The bumper's going to have to come off. When I bought the LandCruiser, it had that bend in the bumper. I'm not sure if I'm going to have to replace it or if I can bend it back, but I think I'll probably have to end up replacing it. Both of the lower portions of the door jambs are all rusted out and will need to be replaced. And I'm sorry, I should have done this when I was back there, but the rear body panels have got lots of areas in there where rust is eaten through, and it looks like they had body filler on there, so those will have to be replaced. And the same with a couple of places on the top panels. Lots of cracks, lots of areas that are going to have to be replaced. On the rear, one of the big problems I'm going to have is I've got broken bolts everywhere. And I think I might be able to get those out, but they're everywhere. And so I'm going to have to spend a lot of time getting those out. Down here on the lower body panel, Gosh, it's just a mess. It's going to need to be all taken apart and replaced. Kind of eating away here in the corner. And then it just kind of goes around, but it's not quite as bad moving forward. I had a friend, like I said, 10 or 15 years ago, fixed some spots in the rear of the bed, the rear of the tub, underneath this mat, and I know I'm going to have to go in and re-weld a lot of places. I've never welded before, but then again, I've never really taken a car apart before either, so everything is a new experience. Anyhow, it's moving along slowly, but it's moving along. And I'm really looking forward to getting the body off, because I'm afraid the frame is in even worse shape. So we'll see how bad the frame is. We'll see what kind of work needs to be done on that. If I didn't think the frame was in such bad shape, I wouldn't do a body off restoration, but I think there's lots of holes in the frame, and I don't even know if it's salvageable. I'll take a look at it when I get the body off. Pretty close to that. I'm going to have to get the body mount bolts out, and I'm having trouble with those, so we'll see how those work. I think I've only got one or two. I've got as you can see there, a fuel line that I need to remove that went from the gas tank and goes up front to the carburetor or the fuel pump. And I've got a couple of lines that run to the transmission, but I think they come from the engine, so I don't think I need to remove them to get the body off. Most of the things on the firewall have been disconnected that attach to it will go from the engine to the firewall or vice versa. So you will see what obstacles there are to lifting the body off. One of the obstacles I already know we're going to have is I'm not sure how to do it. I can't really run a winch or anything through the ceiling. Don't want to do any damage to our house. I don't know if the body is light enough that you can have 4 or 5 friends come over and lift it off, but I kind of doubt it. So we'll see how that goes. Anyhow, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you later.